without plinth projection So, here we are having no projection, plinth projection. Plinth is just like this is, let us say, ground level. So, here is DPC and here is my floor, ground level, and this is foundation. So, 3T yani if this is thickness, let us say this thickness is 200, then you keep this block width as 3 times 600 and this is depth as T equal to 200. So, this way you can have a without plinth projection. Then we are having next one with plinth projection, foundation with plinth projection. In this case, my wall is this one and I am having some projection over here, and here is my DPC level, and of course floor is somewhere here, and this is ground level, and I am having like this one. So, again the width of the block will remain the same, 3T is equal to T, if T is 200, then 3T will become 600 mm, and this depth is T is equal to 200 mm, and this one is depth of a block is also 600, 200, 200 and 200. So, this way you can have. Then we are having reinforced concrete footing, R.C.C footing, R.C.C footing. Load is coming from this wall like this one, and you just place concrete block like this one and place some bars which will take up a bending moment at just like this section. So, this is designed for bending moment at this level, how much bending moment is coming, and this way R.C.C footing can be also provided in spread footing. Then we are having inverted arch, inverted arch, inverted arch. In inverted arch, you are having foundation like this one, masonry work is carried out, and let us say this wall is there. So, these are type of foundation which are very risky one. In Pangicho, Sharpur in 1980, the whole bridge was washed away. because this is a shallow foundation type, water eroded this foundation and even not a single piece of inverted arch was available. So, this is very bad for heavy structures. For small structures this can be used. Then column footing, column footing, column footing. So, you can place column footing, isolated columns can be placed. Let us say this is my R.C.C column, load is coming. So, I can have R.C.C or then its plan section can be read as this one, and reinforcement goes like this one. Then we are having combined footing also. This is isolated footing, isolated footing. This is called isolated footing. Combined footing, in combined footing if there are two columns very close, so you can have combined footing like this one. Load is coming like this one, area is found out and its width is overlapping, then you can have combined footing. Then we are having even strap footing. Strap footing, beam is placed in this one. So, we are having column, column and a beam is placed over here. Then below this foundation is placed, this is strap footing. So, I am having certain foundation from this part to this part and a beam, this beam is also there. So, this way various alternatives can be made for this foundation part. Then we are having another one, stepped foundation. Stepped foundation. So, in hilly areas, you know, the sloping ground is there. So, in this case, you provide a stepped foundation. So, this building is made over this surface and this is called stepped foundation for the building. Most important thing is the bearing capacity of the soil. Foundation, for foundation to be strong, your bearing capacity should be very good. Bearing capacity, bearing capacity. Where you find rocky strata, you can go in for multi-story buildings. So, most of the multi-story buildings are coming where the rocky strata is underneath. having very good bearing capacity to the tune of 3300 kilonewton per square meter granite. So, this is God gift where you are having rocky strata and God is great. We can construct multi-story only where this rocky strata is there. Do not misuse the God. Where soil is not competent to take up loads for multi-story buildings, do not do this one. So, you can increase the bearing capacity by using alternative methods, but not so much that it can compare with granite, my dear friends. So, always see for the God that he has given you some limit to make the buildings. So, your building should rest on the soil of good strata. So, only then it is, I do not see that the multi-story buildings are not possible without rocky strata. We can make, but it is safe on the rocky strata. And another thing is seismic zone. So, you should not go in for foundation, risky foundation in seismic zone, where earthquakes are frequently there. So, foundation in my opinion is to be considered while designing a foundation. So, you should be having very good design for the foundation. Otherwise, if you are having foundation for a single story building and you construct a 4-story, 5-story building over that one, that can be a dangerous one, because the foundation is not designed for taking up that load. So, we are to always on the safer side that the load is under due consideration. Thank you.